these three people, their opinions got nothing to do with this. All of they should shut your mouths. Yeah, but nothing to do. They don't know none of this. But okay, that's what I'm saying. Because this is why they even not in Meg's name, because she done made it so. Yeah, but all of these people, they shouldn't have any impact on this. But yeah, cool. Just saying that.
I just want to apologize to Nikki for traumatizing her. She said she's traumatized, so I'm really sorry.
Like whores. Let me make this very simple. They may sleep with a whore, they may hang out with a whore, but they will not wife a whore. Okay? You guys.
I'm just saying she ain't missing her words, right? She ain't missing her words. See,
Nikki,
what else on the shuffling? It's on the shuffling.
trying to give
look
Nikki
for
heart
the
attack,
exception
right?
of the rule to try to make it the rule, and that's what you guys were looking for in Megan Thee Stallion, and it is just not reality. The fact of the matter is, you cannot make prostitution music speak about men like they are nothing, twerk all day, and think that any man in this world is going to take you serious, let alone make you a wife. And it's only black women that have this mentality. They think that because a woman is rich and because she's beautiful, that she's automatically of value. Like, what it like? I'm so confused. I don't understand what goes through you guys' brain. Like, you don't understand morals, values, integrity. Those things matter, not just money. I know in your little bubbles, everything is about money, but in everyone else's world, it is not. And until you guys are able to grasp basic concepts and actually listen to men when they tell you what they like and they don't like, you guys will continue to be losers.
All right. So first off, what do you think
Ooh,
about that? First of all, and then we're gonna get to
ooh,
this annoying lady's voice.
ooh. We, that was a church. She did hit the trifecta at the beginning. You'll date whores. You'll sleep with whores. You won't marry a whore. Was that it? That was the three in it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
You agree?
Oh
Like in
gosh.
terms of, because if we're going by what the ladies are saying, look, he should have wifed her. He done messed up. He's the one that messed up. Blah, 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 blah. And a
Do you
lot
know
of it
what?
is because apparently she's got a natural body, and
No, see,
so
that's what she said in the lyric, innit? That's what she's in the lyric. She spoke about the fact she didn't have no work done. Yeah. She was proud about that in the bars. Um, Let me just come back to something that they said, because that's what there was a lot of traffic that man had to jump through there. Yeah, let's just come back to something that she said that I didn't even know. Is this a thing? Prostitution music. What's
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Is prostitution music that is that you play in a strip club? Or is prostitution music that you play if you want to have sex? Like, prostitution music is for somebody that's a bop? I thought, like, what's prostitution music?
Mm.
Like, would you be proud, or is somebody proud to say that they are a creator of prostitution music? Like, and that's what I'm saying. I must be edging in. I must be old. It must be old because I don't know what you're talking about now. What is prostitution music? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that an artist striving to want to create prostitution music as a genre? Because that's a fair point. Like, I didn't even know. I would take that as hella offensive. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what we saying? Like, are you,
But it is.
or
But
is this a work? Is
100%
this
hands
music for
down.
sex workers? What are we saying?
She's hands down, like obviously it's what she does. She has to condone it. She knows it's her only avenue to really go down. If she changed it up now, she ain't making no money, bro.
If she make it, but I guess this is where it all gets. This is where it all gets questionable. Like, with Sexy Red and all these lot, and well, they're making money now. How?
Because
They're
there's
just
a
making.
there's a there's a clientele of young, and unfortunately it's young women, the young ones, the ones
Yeah,
that are fresh out of school. Like Sexy Red last year, I think it was last year, the year before. Sexy Red went to a whole high school and was skinning
yeah,
out
and did that.
in the high school,
Yeah, in high school. Yeah,
and the teachers were all out there skinning at themselves as well. It's like how,
yeah.
that's what I'm
So
saying. How this is proper, like affecting
what
how people see
role modeling,
themselves,
isn't it?
let alone the role modeling. The role modeling is just out there. That's why the and unfortunately it goes worldwide because people over here do the same thing. People are
Mhm.
condoning the same thing anyway. Anyway, we're gonna
Yeah,
go to this
so
lady. Go to the
yeah,
lady
cool.
because
Next one.
her voice. I'm gonna apologize to her voice again, guys. So I'm really sorry.
I'm going to play yours and I'm going to let you respond and tell us if this was a response to Carmen. Take a look.
So
So, if men don't like hoes, can somebody explain to me what's going on here? Her chart looks exactly like the same chart I'm seeing people pass around the Megan Thee Stallion one. Yet I don't see anybody going up to Travis Kelce calling him a simp. I don't see nobody talking about Travis Kelce asking him why did he propose to a ran through woman. Ran through cat is ran through cat. I don't care if you're bashing men over a guitar or a rap beat. That cat is still ran through. Like, the whole conversation around Meg and Clay is so disingenuous because people just want to take any and every opportunity to bash black women and devalue black women when I be seeing OnlyFans girls out here getting married. When Taylor Swift got proposed to by Travis Kelce, why didn't white men go around making a graph like this of Taylor Swift? No other group of women gets disrespected by their own community on this scale the way black women do, and y'all wonder why black women act the way they act. Look what.
All right, my first response here. Yeah, this is where it gets. This is just. It's almost stupid, isn't it? This is almost stupid to have this conversation because you're comparing Megan Thee Stallion to Taylor Swift. Yeah, but Taylor Swift has never done no prostitution music. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is ridiculous here. This is ridiculous.
What point is that is she's been ran through, but yet she's not seen in the same eyes.
Okay, you've been run through because you are a freak in the sheets, but a lady on the streets. Yeah, that's what there seems to be the big distinguishing factor here. Like you said, you don't see Taylor Swift cocking back one leg up in the air, batty crease up in one cheek, shaking, wetly, dripping, scratching, tapping. You don't hear all of that from. You don't hear from that. If you're asking, oh, claps and bangs, where's that coming from? Oh, you're gonna know it's in the black community. You're gonna know it's the black event. You ain't gonna know. Oh, is it this girl? Is it the girls that are dressed like cowboys? Yeah, singing almost like Christian hymns, or is it the group of savages that just seem to be out there?
And the thing, and one of her point is that that why is it that Megan shouldn't be a wife, but yet people on OnlyFans
are getting married
because getting married.
People on OnlyFans are charging a subscription to see the mad thing. Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion is just talking about come let me ride your face late night. You know, normally you have to. Yeah, I get that's what I'm saying. There's a different level to this.
I think what she's trying to argue is that there's some colorism going on. But anyway, let me play the rest.
Colorism?
No, not. Defend themselves from. Ice-T and Coco got one of the most successful relationships in Hollywood, but if you didn't know her, you would think she's a promiscuous woman. Men like what they like. So for some of y'all to get on this internet and pretend every man walking is a God-fearing man who won't choose a hoe is another reason why this whole conversation is disingenuous. If every man walking was a God-fearing man, Cardi B would have never been married. If you were paying attention, Clay was courting Megan like a wife. Clay brought Megan around his family. He had her host Thanksgiving for his entire family. She cooked dinner for his entire family. They got a house together. He bought her a car. He was calling her his last name. He named his own boat after her. Men don't just do that to whores. Now, it's one thing to say, oh, maybe he really did have cold feet. Maybe he really did change his mind. Okay, I get it. That's okay. But the commentary I'm seeing come from a lot of black people is that Meg is a whore who don't deserve a husband when we all watch this man treat her like a wife. Like I said, a lot of people just want to devalue and degrade black women because for some odd reason, it just gives them some sort of adrenaline rush. Why?
So,
the
internet takers, right? This is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people have said, some women have said that that if you treat it like a wife, then you should basically be the wife. So you know, like how you might meet a lady, you might schmooze the lady. You know, the lady's on this thing. You got to show me. You got to impress me. You got whatever. So the rhetoric is that if the guy impresses her, then and he buys all that stuff, then there's no way that he can change his mind now because he's treated her like a wife.
Why is that? How? Let's stop there. Let's stop there. That's the. If he impresses her by buying all this stuff, but hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. why are there these monetary achievements and goals that need to be earned before you can impress somebody? That's the first thing. Why does all of that need to be done before you are deemed as compatible? Like, this is where it's going wrong to start with. If monetary gifts need to be bought before you can find yourself happy with the person that you're supposed to be cohabiting with, then how is that gonna work? How is how is it the case? Like, do you know what? I just think in this, like, my first thing to say here is that it doesn't seem like the